Hello people and welcome to follow yet another World Team Carcassonne Online Championships match. This time between Taiwan and Tutejšyja in Group G. Now this is the final day of the week 3 and so the pressure starts to mount for really every team, but especially Taiwan and Tutejšyja, both of which have less than 2 wins at the moment. Taiwan with 1 win, as well as Tutejšyja with at the moment 0 wins. It's going to be especially um, especially important for really both teams here to win today, but more so I would say for Taiwan because this is their their third game or third match already, and getting to 2 wins would would give them a great chance at actually potentially even winning this group if they are able to get a third win on their final match as well. Tutejšyja has had played 1 match so far, so this one against Taiwan as well as 2 others yet to come. They can of course get to 3 match wins, but it will require a lot of effort and sweat and tears, and the route is difficult. The lineups you can see just above me. On table 1 we have Minvation versus Ivaks. On table 2 StevenChangTW versus Vadzimir. Yuhaihanemi on table 3 versus TihoHod. Table 4 Juicy versus Chikabom, and then Huang Taichung versus Mikhail Lapushinsky on table 5. Mikhail, who represented Tutejšyja in the 2024 World Championships, and if I don't recall entirely wrong, has also done pretty well in the recent national tournament held in Belarus. So both teams certainly going to be eager to take a win. If you do want to see a specific duel or a game, then do let me know in the chat, and we will accommodate your requests as best as possible. Now, otherwise, we will be starting with table number 1 with Minwei Chen and Ivaks, and we will take it up from there. We should be starting the matches very shortly, in about a minute or 2 tops. And meanwhile, whilst we wait for those to happen, then I shall remind you that this is a double stream. Sorry, not this one, but we will be having a double stream later on, and we will be streaming Netherlands Malaysia at 1300 UTC, and then on the same stream Colombia versus United Kingdom at 1430 UTC. And then those will be the streams for today for this channel, and then I shall reside on the audience side as well as eagerly waiting for the World Championships hockey match of Finland-France today. But before the hockey match, we have a lot of Carcassonne action. And into the action we go. Welcome to the chat, Ian Middleton. Glad to see here yet again. So, Hotly starting off with 4 points and rejoicing the starting player advantage. Now, as a quick reminder that these players, since they are played via BGA tournaments, there is no control over the starting player. It is completely random on every game. So potentially if a duel goes into a decider, then all 3 games might get started by the same player. And we see actually both players being really conservative here. I mean, Ivaks first just simply discarding a triple city here. And then we see Chen simply discarding a straight road. Same actually for Ivaks. Afterwards, a discard of a curve and another discard of a triple city. Now with a shield this time around. And I really don't get like a discard, 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 discard. Like how many tiles can you discard in one game without actually removing them from the game? I I mean these are 500 rated players. This should not be happening, man. It should not be happening. It is I would say extremely rare uh, to have this conservative players on both sides really, and to not take the value that they are being offered. It's like totally like reasonable to simply like go with the triple city over here and meeple it, or same at the top of course, because you just want to have like some features open. Also, we are seeing as Hotly finishes the road and is going to attack the 1 point city of Ivaks after Ivaks has defended this unification square to the longer part of the road. But I do have to question this move, though. I mean, yeah, it does finish a 3 point road, and you are at the moment like slightly ahead in points, but it is such a marginal value to attack the 1 point city. I mean, rather, I'd say just going like finishing your road and starting a new city pointing to the right is a much better option here, simply because there is then the threats of being able to block later on and actually like being able to like complete your own features instead of having shared ones. Evax adding a triple city with a road to the potentially shared road of both players, getting 2 points to the city, but also making this city very much attackable. And I would actually not be surprised if Hotly were to have attacked that city straight away, but doesn't seem like that is in the plans of Chen here. Rather, seemingly wants to just use the shielded tiles on his own features, which I can understand. I mean, after all, I do often emphasize that shielded tiles are you know just simply, of course, more valuable, and generally you want to use them indeed on your own features. but you also want to have like multiple cities open. And currently, like technically, Hotly has multiple cities open here and here, but the multiple city principle really applies only to cities of your own and not shared cities. Ivaks now has a great chance to actually go over here and meeple this city, because he then is going to have 4 tiles to make this connection to the road. Instead, he allows the connection to get blocked, which I cannot say I am a huge fan of. There's also a big field brewing here, so with just a dagger, Hotly is about to get himself a 12-point field, unless it gets blocked, which it doesn't at least yet. So do we go over here? Over here? Oh no, the dagger hits, and this is a disaster! A disaster for Ivaks. As the worst of the worst happens, everything gets completed of Hotly, and the 12-point field is claimed. Now Ivaks does get the 9-pointer, but it's still worse parts of this field, and it doesn't really help. And the fact that Ivan Ivan has his meeples tangled up well in this ruin here, and then waiting for the city crossroad, and then in this one, it doesn't help all that much. And so does not the fact that Chen has a minor 2-point lead. I'm calling Ivaks Ivan because that is his first name. Okay, a dagger for Ivaks. Also was able to fish out the road monastery, so that is going to do wonders for the potential win percentage of Ivaks, or the potential winning chances, but also to win percentages, because it's kind of the same. So HotlyHotly is going to muster up some sort of defense over here, but I mean, and he's gonna decide to do a defense which limits this square to only 1 tile. But at least it is now unblockable though. So that's working out somewhat fine, I guess. Second farmer from Ivaks, and looking to unify everything over here. And Chen trying to actually finish the monastery. And now he will go over here, and he's gonna try to get this monastery meeple back, so that he can meeple then this right here with a third farmer, I suppose. I guess he can also go over here and meeple this city cap, and then try to finish that. Or just leave it empty. Which, yeah, actually it does work quite well. Because these 4 points are not that important. The important part is that Chen now has 2 meeples to 1 of Ivaks in hand, and Chen is ready to attack this field with a third farmer. Which is why Chen decides to, Ivaks decides to cover up the attacking square. Note that Chen is not actually finishing the city at the top here and trying to immediately complete the city with the triple city with the road, because if Ivaks ends up drawing that triple city, then Hotly wants to leave this side of the city open so that he can then develop it as a ruin later on. The city crossroad is drawn by Ivaks and does get a second meeple in hand, but also gives Chen a third one, and Chen will immediately go here with a third meeple. At least he should, I think. Even though he can take these points, but taking these points would actually be a huge mistake, I think. Because then it would allow Ivaks to go here with the third farmer, and it would be attacking a 21 point field. And we can now indeed see that an attack onto the field is what Chen ends up doing. Now it is blockable if Chen does not draw a connection tile soon enough, and he does not do that, at least just yet, and he does get blocked, or should get blocked, and he does get blocked. So this farmer is trapped to only 3 points, because both of these squares require starting tiles, and starting tiles no longer remain in the deck. Now actually there is a way for Hotly to actually make use out of this farmer still. So there's a chance to go here with a, let's say, a regular monastery and then a curve plus a curve, and then connect kind of like through a semi-ninja farmer technique. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there are indeed still curves remaining. 3 curves if I counted correctly. But also Chen is actually straight up winning in points at the moment. He is 15 points ahead. And decides to just add up 1 point to the city. Though I'm rather curious as to why he decided to do that, because there is no dagger to fit into this square. Because there's 1 dagger, 2 daggers, and 3 daggers gone. Okay, 2 points for Ivaks. And yeah, this is great. This is great for Hotly. So he now has the chance of going over here with a curve, with another curve, and then connecting and even expanding, his small 6-point field as of right now. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 23 city caps remaining in the deck, which is not that much. So I wonder if this could have even been made without the meeple investment, maybe. Also, since Ivaks is behind, he's gonna have to come up with a plan to like really attack this field, and the plan could be that we go over here and we drop a ninja farmer, and then we try to connect through another curve, and then we go over here with a monastery, or here with a straight road, and we simply take over this 18-point field, because we are gonna need some help here to really try and actually win this game. Also, this move would be blocking this guy from trying to do the double curve technique here. It was 15, 20, 23, 20, 15, 14, 11. And Ivaks does go for it. Does go for the technique. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only one crossroad remaining. And he does also immediately get there. Immediately gets to the field and is now in control of these 15 points. Now there is still a road monastery remaining. So that is something that Ivaks has to be aware. He does manage to get the triple city with the road, so I mean it wasn't actually a key tile any longer because the city was not completable anymore, but he does save a couple of points. And he's gonna get 4 points over here. Hotly with a city cap. Not all that much that he can do with it. I guess he can go over here, just create a couple city caps to his field, but with only one city cap actually remaining in the deck, it's not actually that great. Also, I wonder if Ivaks, if going over here would have been a good plan. And the answer is no. Because even though there would have been then, actually there would not have been a single tile to go here. And that's why it would not have been a good plan. Okay, Ivaks now gonna have to take back his meeple over here. And then hope that Hotly does not get a road monastery. A regular monastery is okay, I guess. But Ivaks will have to make sure that no road monastery comes over here. And might even want to drop a farmer on this little piece of land. Well, the connection comes. Oh, but this... this doesn't help us. It does not allow us to block this road monastery spot, and it also doesn't allow us to drop a farmer here. This is quite bad news. 6-point field is what it gets us, but the road monastery hits. And this is very unfortunate news for Ivaks, as the effort of the ninja farmer really it doesn't go entirely like away, like it still scored basically 6 points because we were able to equalize the 6 point field, but the payout would have been so much more, so much bigger if we could have gotten this road monastery ourselves, or even if we had just been able to uh, to block this road monastery spot. But unfortunately, with the remaining tiles being what they were, we didn't actually have a single chance to do that. Like we had this triple city with a road, then a road Dorito, then we had this city crossroad. Like all our tiles were basically just road plus city tiles, which fit neither over here or over here. So, and also unfortunately for Ivaks, this connection to the 18-point field was a decisive factor. And the first game point of table 1 goes to Taiwan. Let's take a look at how the other tables are doing. So we'll get some updates for you. And so far actually looking pretty good for Tutejšyja. They are winning on tables 2, 3, and 5. So at the moment, 1-0s all over the board. And we shall move into, let's say, table number 2, and let's see what the situation there is. The game has actually started only 1 minute ago, so we are arriving at quite a prime time. Steven already having big issues here. Does have the 4 points on the scoreboard, but stacked monasteries for Vadzimir and a troublesome meeple for Steven are not all that nice to see. Steven going for an 8-point city, and Vadzimir even with the third monastery, which he is looking to happily stack over here or over here. Doesn't really matter which side, I guess. But he is gonna have to stack it next to these ones to get the maximum value. Oh, no, this is criminal. You have 4 meeples. You have 4 meeples. And these are almost 600 rated players. Monastery stacking, powerful tool, but if you don't use it, you don't get you don't get to benefit from it. And like these monasteries were like in no kind of danger here, like from this side or from this side. It would have been just great, just great to stack them. And these 2 points are not that important, you know. Like you can either take them later, or you can you can actually attack the city. But nah, this just is really not that great. And it was like these 2 points were really only taken because of this minor restriction that Vadzimir was able to make. But a minor restriction at the start of the game when there were still like 10 city caps, actually more, like actually 12 city caps to go into this square. It was like an absolute no-no. Like just just stack them, you know. Just stack them. Enjoy your life. Another monastery. Come on. Stack them. Now we are talking. Now we are on the right track. Good. Stack the monasteries. That's the way to go. Chang probably about to go over here. Or not. Okay. That's a bit of an unorthodox move, I would say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, it's not that bad, you know. There are only 3 more curves remaining, and now at least we do force Vadzimir to find a curve to a spot. Yeah, we force Vadzimir to find a curve, and he was also looking to get a curve over here, but he does get away with the situation with a crossroad as well. That's perfectly fine. Also does get a city cap on his field, but it is easily attackable. So that's something that is not as great for us. Looking to take, I guess 2 points, but also could be going over here to prevent a divider from going into this square. And we see the pending attack of Steven as he invests his first meeple to the field. I guess Vadzimir just goes over here, takes his meeple back, starts a new city. It's not really like he has like a ton of other stuff to do, right? Starting a city there. I mean, it is in a it is on a safer spot. I'll give you that, but I'm not sure if it's better necessarily. But we'll see. I mean, after all, this square just needs a simple road tile, so like it's almost guaranteed to like succeed in life. An extender for Vadzimir. Now we have some options. We could go. I guess we could just attack, but then it's just going to the city is just gonna get easily directed to the left and blocked along with the road. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So denying the divider, I was gonna say that we can just go here, but this is also a very valid move. So Steven, do we go here? It's an option, right? It is an option. I don't really know what this does. As a matter of fact, I don't have the furthest of clue what this move does. Maybe it does nothing. Maybe Steven is like, I just want to get rid of this tile because it's not that helpful. Maybe. Dagger for Vadzimir, and he keeps getting these city caps, which is good for him. It is definitely good for him. He's getting points, and he's bothering the city of Steven. Now, how greedy are we? Do we just take the points and get away from and get off from harm's way, which is seemingly what we indeed do. Which is what we don't do. Instead, we. Oh, it is a full block. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, look, that's fine. So there is one, there is two, there is three triple cities with a road, and so no such tiles remain on this square any longer. And miraculously, we have actually still got we still actually have a live road. There are still curves, or at least a curve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 curves, and we can get, for example, a road Dorito here, I guess. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can get a road Dorito over here. Straight road, curve, city cap, not a city cap, but a road end, and we'll be fine. Now we do a bit of pre-saving here because 2 of the 3 daggers were already out. And what do we now have? We have 1 extender over here and some tube dividers. Well, one tube divider remaining. So not that great actually. But we do have 2 cows. So they will also work just fine. Is this too much? No, actually, I don't think it is. No, because we still have this monastery that we can get out. We have this one with a field Dorito. We have this one. Now we have this one. Like we have a lot of tiles to get us meeples back, or a meeple back. Steven, I reckon just goes here and takes care of the road. No, just here. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Okay, now, as Vadzimir, do we go here? Do we take back a meeple or do we go here? And he goes for the points. I can empathize with that. Greed is often good in this game. Two points for Chang, and Vadzimir gets away with the city immediately. 8 points added to his scoreboard, and with these stacked monasteries, I mean his position is actually looking quite decent. So plus 2, let's count this field as equal. Plus 10, 18, 23, 26, 29, 30, 27, 20, 15, 14, plus 11 for Vadzimir, and minus 1 meeple. So yeah, I would say this is a pretty decent situation. Steven, I imagine it's just simply, I mean, he can go here, he can go here, he can maybe even go here and try to block this guy, or he can attack the field. Which is a large-ish feature, sure. So as possible, I mean, we gotta go here, right? Like we gotta just drop a counter farmer. No? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are no vanillas. There's one divider, no? There's one divider, which, I mean, Steven can use over here to get 6 points on this field. Oh, but doesn't drop a farmer. But there, yeah, I mean, there's only one curve though. Sure. But that one curve, it can really hurt us really bad. Especially now because we are in the lead and Steven really needs a big feature here. Like we actually have a quite a sizable lead, especially after this one. We have like 17, maybe 18 points. So Vadzimir, assumably he's just looking to block this city, which I think he can do, like entirely. There are no daggers. There, well, there is a starting tile, and there are no city crossroads. So going over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Actually, going over here is actually better because, oh, dang it. Okay. I mean, going over here, I think it would have been actually better because now there are, I think, actually only 2 city caps remaining in the deck. One is a starting tile and one is a divider. And now, at the moment, Steven can use both of them. Divider over here and starting tile over here. And the starting tile is... Whereas, had we gone over here, then the starting tile would not have been actually useful for Steven. And now, as Vadzimir, we have to think: do we go over here and do we drop a farmer? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, because there is still that one curve remaining. Do we go here and do we drop a farmer? Plus 3, plus 11, 16, 24, 30, 27, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 21, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are plus 14. Plus 14 is a lot. It is a lot. But this field is actually only 9 points. It's not that big. So even if the curve hits, we could be just fine. But Vadzimir does go for it anyways. Now, the threat here for Vadzimir is this divider, which is going to be worth 10 points for Steven. 10 points, and it'll put Steven at -4, and then he'll have still 1 extra meeple. So that's what we are fighting against here. Actually, now we are plus 15 because of this monastery point. I reckon maybe simply going over here as Steven. I mean, there's still a road to Rito remaining, no? 1, 2, 3. Actually, 2 road Doritos. So 2 road Doritos, a curve, a divider, and 2 monasteries? Yeah, those are the tiles. A curve, 2 monasteries, 2 road Doritos, and a divider. And yeah, we can just take a 6-point field, sure. Steven is gonna make the 10-point move. But now we are, what, plus 13, plus 19, plus 9, where you get the curve, which should be an automatic here, right? Because the remaining tiles are a monastery, and a road Dorito. There is nothing how we can lose this field. There is nothing that Steven can use. No gimmicks. There are no tricks that Steven can use to overrun this entire field. If Vadzimir wants to be like extremely safe, I think he can also just go here, take the meeple back, but he doesn't really need to. Like, either this or this is gonna be fine. Anything else, we might have to like um yeah yeah anything else but those 2 moves, we might have to like still be kind of cautious. But so we do score, I guess, 4 points, and then Steven will get also the other monastery for yet another 5 points. 19, 9. Yeah, I think we should be fine as Vadzimir. The 4 points will be enough. Here, just a choice of your own, wherever you want to take them. But yeah, this was actually slightly more accurate, getting 6 points and then potentially +1 with the road Dorito, whereas now we get 1 and potentially and then a +4 or 5. So max of 6, whereas this gives us 6 and potentially 1. So it's a 1 or 2 points difference depending on the tile runout. But since the final point count should not be depending on those teeny tiny 1 or 2 points, that makes this move totally viable. And as long as Vadzimir doesn't do anything stupid, like imagine like that he has an extra tile still, like he should be fine if he just takes a 4-point feature anywhere. And assuming that he does not run out of time. He has 1 minute on his clock. Like, just make a move. Okay, 4-point road it is. And Steven gonna get a 5-point monastery here. And they should, emphasis on should, be a win for Vadzimir here. 76. And then the 6-point field. So it is gonna be a 4-point total difference, and the patience of Vadzimir paid off certainly in this game, especially with this road, which yours truly would have definitely, I think, continued in some scenarios. I think going over here actually was more or less actually a bit of a key move, and showed a lot of patience here. Also not using triple cities for moves like this and saving those couple extra points. And also the city never ended up growing into that sizable ruin. So that makes 0-2 for Tutejšyja on table 2, and gives the first match point. And I reckon we have more match points as we refresh the situation. And indeed we do. So Juicy Ray on table 4 has taken a 2-0 win against Chicabom, and then Huang Dechung has, unfortunately for the Taiwanese fans, lost against Mikhail Lapushinsky 0-2. And do we have something else as well? Yes, we do. On table 3, yuhaihanemi has equalized the scores versus TihoHod, and they are now having a decider being played, so let's take a look at that. With having started 6 minutes ago, so plenty of tiles still remaining. And looking good so far for Taiwanese, with a rather sizable scoreboard lead of 13 points. Then we have a field fight going on, and Red also having a sizable meeple advantage, which is not really great for Tiho here. Yeah, he's looking to get his meeples back so that he can really fight for the field, but it's it's very likely going to be a huge issue here for Tiho, because whenever he places a second farmer, a third farmer is going to follow very soon, very shortly from yuhaihanemi. Assumably a quad city being added onto the opponent's feature, but no. Oh, this is going to be a wild ride for Tiho, letting yuhaihanemi finish the 6-point city. Surprisingly, actually, he did not drop a third farmer, even though I think it would have been a quite a decent move to try and secure the field and really discourage Tiho from dropping any further farmers of his own. So maybe a bit of leeway there for Tiho, but still he is in a world of trouble here. With 19 points behind on the scoreboard, 17, 16, 22 behind, and let's assume the field to be equalized, so minus 22 and a meeple behind. It's quite a horrendous situation for Tiho indeed. I guess as red, we go either here, which is the more natural move, or we can go also over here and be more cautious with our meeples. But of course, red also looking to drop maybe a third farmer over here as not quite yet. Of course, first finishes the city at in the center and takes back a meeple from there, and only later is going to get this city finished. Now, as long as Yuhai plays this like rather calmly without risking all too much and without giving any great scoring opportunities for Tiho, I mean this should really be just a smooth sail until the end. Even like despite the fact that there are still a lot of tiles remaining, 25 is still like a decent amount of tiles, but it doesn't sound to be quite enough for Tiho to actually create the sizable threats that he now needs. There are also no dividers in the deck, so an attack on the city is not possible. So Tiho can't really even go for a divider and a Dorito double triple city like magnificent combos here. Now, unfortunately, Tiho actually takes away what was probably his best attacking option to the field from here via regular curve. And it does look like the field at the moment is the only feature which will score enough points for Tiho to even consider actually being able to win this game. 26, 29, 27 points difference, and man, it is difficult for Tiho for sure. We could go, I guess, over here, and we could make a 9-point monastery spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then still have 2 crossroads here. Instead, Tiho goes for a rather, I mean, it's not really a desperate plan. I mean, with 20 tiles remaining, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, still plenty of Doritos. I mean, this city can actually still get finished quite often. But after this third meeple of yuhaihanemi, this situation has just gotten from bad to worse. And it is certainly a rather unfortunate news for Tiho, as his winning probabilities have just decreased yet again. Simply connecting here with a regular curve for yuhaihanemi would be just marvelous stuff. But Tiho is finding ways, so trying to now create that 9-point monastery spot. Also trying to, how many curves are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, maybe as Tiho we can even draw all the curbs and the road monastery. And then so we deny this connection over here from red, and we score these points over here. We try to really go for the completion of this city, which seems to be the way for Tiho, but I'm not sure if he is building the city in the right way. Well, there is a city crossroad, I guess, so that's an out right there, and then there is one dagger or two daggers. There's two daggers. So I assume that we save the city, I guess. I think we have to save the city, unfortunately. Like, if we go over here, it's still not like a full block because there is this road monastery opportunity. And like, we really need to finish this city if we want to try and win. Wow. Courageous plan from Tiho. Going for an 8-point city and also preparing the 9-point monastery spot. And now we can get the meeple back. Like, we really do need to get the meeple back. Ah, because like, what if we get the road monastery now though, and we don't have the meeple? We are getting Doritos. We are getting close to actually finish the city. Do we go here? Do we go here? We go here, says Tiho, and we go for the threat over here. Yuhai is not going to be able to attack the city over here, but he will be able to do something. But there is still a dagger though, so he can't block this city. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but there are no more road field Doritos actually. 1, 2, 3. Actually, he can block this city or this city for that matter by limiting either this square or this square to a city field tile which no longer exists. And like, he kind of has to forego these points here because actually does he? He needs to take a look at what tiles exactly are remaining. There's a road monastery. There are, I think, multiple curbs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 curbs. Maybe a crossroad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's one crossroad. Yeah, so now this is blocked. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is still a road Dorito, so maybe we go here. Is that an option? I mean, it kind of has to be, right? Because like, we really need to finish that city in order to have like any chance. Oh, but there is no there is no road Dorito at all. Wait, because 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sure I saw the fifth. What the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah. So no Doritos at all. And Tiho gets the road monastery, but there is nowhere to now use it. Because we have no meeples, we cannot take the points. Yeah. Ouch. Ouchie. which is why I was in favor of going over here, just taking the meeple away so that we have the meeple for the road monastery. Although, 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 we would have to actually use it over here and not here, because this one would simply give the main field to red, because this square and this square is now restricted to a road monastery. So we would have to connect this guy from here. Actually, we can do that still, and you know that is a way for us to maximize points, right? Like going over here and then getting a straight road, a curve, or a field crossroad, which there is still one remaining. I mean, but like there aren't really any like actual winning chances here, but we can try to like make content, right? No big cities left, yeah, unfortunately so. So a field crossroad, a regular curve, and I guess maybe some city caps with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So like maybe a vanilla, because there's always a freaking vanilla remaining. 3, 4, 5. Oh, no vanilla. 2p wider. 1, 2, 3. A dagger. Actually goes for the plaid. I like it. I like it. Trying to go for the max points. We get a useless tile. Yuhai gets a dagger, and do we get the crossroad? Is this gonna be worth it? We do get the crossroad, so it was. The risk was worth it. Yay! The risk was worth it. We get the 6 points. Unfortunately, it comes at a terrible cost of Yuhai getting a ton of other points. 5 plus 8 plus another 5. But respect to Tiho for going for what I think is arguably the most accurate play you could, trying to maximize your points and really trying to make points the only way you can at that point. So big respects for the Tutejšyjan player. Unfortunately, not quite enough, losing by 19 points. And Taiwan is going to take a second match point. And last time we checked, Taiwan was in the lead on table number 1. Has the situation changed? And unfortunately for Tutejšyjan fans, it has not indeed changed, as Chen Wei takes a 2-0 victory against Ivaks, and thus Taiwan gets their second match win and is going to join the club of 2 match wins with Latvia and Croatia, and is going to stay fighting for those precious playoff spots. And this, unfortunately, for Tutejšyja means that there is very little they can do, So being at 2-0 at the moment with 4-6 tiebreakers, it's quite a spot to be at. If we hallucinate a 5-0 with next matches for Tutejšyja and their wins, then I'm not sure if there is a way to get into the top 2. Maybe, maybe not. Let's, for the funsies, check what kind of matches there are still remaining. So there is Croatia, Taiwan, so at least one of the teams will for sure be getting 3 wins. So either Croatia or Taiwan, I want to say, is gonna go to the playoffs, and that will be probably decided next week. Then Tutejšyja certainly will have to win against Belgium and versus Latvia, and also with great tiebreakers. And versus Latvia or Belgium, for that matter, it's not gonna really be something that happens too often. But we are always up for surprises. So, congratulations to Taiwan on the nice performance today, and commiserations for the Tutejšyjan fans. We shall hope that you will be able to get some massive wins in the upcoming weeks still to keep the group standings live and interesting. The next matches that we will be covering are Netherlands Malaysia at 1300 UTC, so just under an hour, and it will be followed by Colombia United Kingdom at 1430 UTC. So roughly when Netherlands Malaysia ends, we will be starting with Colombia United Kingdom, and that will be the end of the week 3 on this channel. The rest of the matches that follow after Colombia UK will be streamed by Alexei Pekushev, and I will be joining the audience there, and then afterwards we'll be joining the audience of the World Championship Hockey. That's gonna be a wrap for this stream. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for sticking all the way until the end. And if you do enjoy this type of Carcassonne content, then there is an easy way to support the channel by subscribing and liking the stream. I will see you in about an hour with more World Team Carcassonne Online Championship matches. Bye for now.